Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Legends of Chima Speedorz Whirling Vines set. This is set number 70109. It has 81 pieces, and I paid $15 for this set. I've looked at several other Speedorz in the past. These are, I've been calling them kind of gimmick sets, kind of game sets from the Lego Legends of Chima theme, which maybe puts these at around 2013, 2014 era, I believe. I'm not sure if there's a way for me to try to figure that out just by looking on this. It says Legends of Chima is a trademark of 2013, so I'm assuming that's around where this was. And these have sort of a course builder element to it. They have sort of a gameplay element to it as well as being a gimmick. And I was interested in this one because I've looked at ones from the all different clans or tribes of characters, but this one seemed to stick out. I don't think I have this color of the pull string yet. I do have one Gorzan minifigure that I got loose at a brick convention, but I was interested in seeing this, and it also has a different mold for a piece down here, as well as some pretty interesting printing on that. So I really wanted to take a look at it, and so I picked this up. So now in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. While I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy! Okay, so while we look at the build for this Lego Legends of Chima Speedorz Whirling Vines set with Gorzan, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and then remind you, if you like the video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. We start out here with the minifigure, the accessories, the Speedorz unicycle vehicle thing, and then the kind of obstacle build, which is the whirling vines. This one comes together pretty quickly, so thank you very much. And now on to the rest of my review for this set. Okay, so that is this Lego Legends of Chima Speedorz Whirling Vines set. This is pretty good. This might be one of my favorite ones of these I've looked at so far. It makes a lot of sense to me, and I really like this. So we will get right into it, and if you haven't seen my videos about any of these Speedorz in the past, we'll kind of go through it in the same way, even though there will be some things that are maybe a little repetitive if you have seen them. But the first thing we will look at is the minifigure. So this is Gorzan. Like I said, I do have this minifigure. It might actually be the same exact one that I got loose, but I'm sure they came in other sets as well. So this is, I think, kind of their own independent sort of tribe, or maybe unaffiliated, almost like I think like Skinnet or something was maybe unaffiliated. He was like a little skunk or something, but was maybe with the wolves or the something. I mean, this card seems to show that he's got his own sort of gorilla or primate kind of tribe there, which is fine. And so that's okay. They do have some accessories. So we do have this just hammer here for an accessory, which is like the minifigure hammer thing. And we also do a brick built version of the hammer, which is really cool. It reminds me of like some brick built accessories that come with certain Ninjago characters. So this is pretty cool as well. Whoops. And then looking at the rest of the minifigure here, we have the Gorzan sort of head helmet type thing. It's not dual molded, but it has a lot of printing on it. So we can see all the different printing for different face paint, or just the teeth, the nose, the nostrils, all that different stuff. If we take off that helmet headpiece, we can see the head underneath in typical Chima style. It looks a little bit squished, a little bit odd. The eyes really look weird to me, but with the head on, they look pretty much fine. And we do get an alternate face for this one with a different expression. So the mouth is way different, the eyes are way different in that expression, so that's fine. Looking at the torso, really nice detailed printing here with different like fur and hair and maybe some scars. Also like the difference in color for the abdominals and the pectoral muscles, and then the like chi power kind of necklace amulet thing in the middle. Something going around kind of lower by the waist, and then we do have printing on the midsection as well, and we have printing on the legs kind of all the way down at the top, in the middle, kind of at the knee area, and onto the feet. Looking at the back of the torso, has kind of this same kind of patterning from the front. I don't know if that's like scarring or if it's hair or just kind of their pattern for their coloration, but that's good to get Gorzan. Yeah, I think I think this is the same one that I got loose at a brick convention. I got like 5 Chima figures, and this one might be the same. I'm not sure how many versions there are of this character or how many sets this character came in, so I'm happy to have another one of these. It's pretty good. I mean, I really like all the Chima figures, even if they're weird and creepy without the headpiece on, because there was a lot of like new printing going on for this stuff and a lot of detail in here that I know like Lego can kind of afford to do for their own intellectual property, which is maybe different for branded stuff, but I was very pleased with this, so happy to get another character here. Of course, like other Speedorz things, we do get the cards. I have yet to open these, and I actually have a bunch more of the other ones I've looked at, still all sealed. I don't know if I will do anything with them, if I will open them to see what, I think each one has like 5 cards or something like that, but just the ones on the front are whatever Speedorz thing they come with. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these, or if maybe I'll just open them. I don't know if I'm really going to play the game that is kind of created by the Speedorz, but we'll see. We also get these game pieces here, which are these kind of crystal pieces. You get 6 of them per each Speedorz. Those are like kind of point counter things. You get the ripcord like this, which like I said is for kind of the gimmick here. You put it into this little cart and spin that wheel. I thought there was maybe only 2 colors of these, like kind of a red and a yellow or a green, I think, and then or maybe an orange, but here we have kind of this blue one, so I think that's a different color, and it does match well with Gorzan. And then we can look at the actual Speedorz thing. So like other Speedorz things, it starts out with this really interesting Lego piece here, which is like a special plate with like Technic pinholes in there, and then it has this metal piece with the rubber that is the wheel that kind of spins in there, and this has some interesting weight to it, and it's just a very unique Lego piece, the metal there and the rubber kind of put on together. And then we do add on the kind of Speedorz thing here. Like I said at the beginning, this is a different molds than the other characters ones, and it has different printing, and the printing on this one I really like, but it's not perfect. So this one's supposed to be more primate like, more gorilla like, and I think it does capture that pretty well. You can kind of look at it from the front, from the side, but I love the printing on here. It feels like very tribal and cool, and like the colors are really nice. There's a lot of fine details, and it covers like a good amount of the area here, and then the face is pretty detailed as well, so it's like they're wearing kind of like a helmet or something here. It feels very like Planet of the Apes to me, and some good detail in there, so I like to see that. I just wish we had something a little more in here. It feels weird. I think a lot of them have, you know, mostly the printing is on the sides. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head if they come over into towards the middle. I think on this one especially that would have benefited from that. And I think other ones did have some printing like in the middle, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure the lions and maybe the eagles or whatever did have that. This obviously attaches with just these Technic pins here. And then we have the opening where the wheel can spin. We have the little kind of extra thing on the back here with a couple banana pieces, like the colors for these modified plates there with the double-sided stud coming off of them. I think those are pretty nice. And for these Speedorz things, you actually have to put the minifigure on before you put the top on, because it kind of locks their feet into there. So I will do that, get that ready here, and can kind of show like there's a lip right underneath here, and that goes over the lip of the minifigure feet there. So I can get this on, hopefully. There we go. And now they're gonna be on there securely. I could give them one of their accessories or both of their accessories there. And essentially part of the gameplay is that you take the ripcord and you go on either side of the wheel. There's kind of these gear pieces, those metal sort of ridged pieces, and you can put this through, and then you pull that out and then it makes the wheel spin. And if I didn't set it down so aggressively, maybe it could go. So you could do it something like that. So you just kind of start it up, pull this out, and then they zoom away or speed away. And they actually work better than I thought they would generally. So that's really nice. Oh, I lost the helmet there on that one. And then the rest of the set, which is typical for these Speedorz sets, they usually have like a little bit of a obstacle or a ramp or a target or something that would release other gameplay things, because the idea would be that you would have characters like playing against each other. There's a little bit of a sequence here that shows like an image diagram showing like the play, and then there is at the back as well. So you'd maybe set up a course and get everything going, and then you'd try to either race through here or see who can get through it. You draw the card, cards do something, you win some of these token kind of crystal game pieces. Whoever gets to 6 first is the winner. And then on the next page it does have a breakdown of what all the different information on the cards is. So that's sort of the thing. And usually when I get these out, when I look at a Speedorz, I will take out some other ones that I've looked at and kind of build a course. And there's an example in the back of this that I actually have all 3 of these ones, because this one is the Royal Roost. It's a lion's one, and then this one is the Skinnet one, I want to say, that has kind of this ramp and this bullseye and this wolf heads. So I could get those out, but we will see here. But with this one we have this build. So this is actually really, really simple. Starts with these 4x6 plates down here, a 2x4 brick, and then some, I think they call these like small ugly rock pieces. These are like the big, well, they're not the biggest molded rock pieces, but they are a molded rock piece there that does add, you know, a good amount of the volume here. Just a little bit of stuff on top, an archway to connect them, and then we build at the top. We have a couple leaf elements here, and then some green, and then we have these vines which are whirling, which essentially can spin like that, and they're sitting at a really nice angle. They did use that Technic bit there, but that angle is just enough that they don't like hit the ground or anything, whereas if it was coming straight out, these kind of vine pieces might be long enough to actually hit the ground, and we get pretty darn close. So that angle works really, really well. You do build onto these with kind of like some claws that also look maybe vaguely like floral, which I really like. So I like these color for the little barb and how they use the tree like branch or the leaf piece there, as well as the cone piece to kind of make like a claw looking thing or something, or maybe something that's like a carnivorous plant. So I really like that. I think these curves are really nice and used well here, and it spins well. It's pretty well balanced, and it spins. I mean, I think because it's has a little bit of that angle to it, it makes the base of this a little easier, but I would probably still tend to hold my finger on the back of this, and then the goal would to be to, while that's spinning, get, you know, a character to get through there. And I don't know how difficult it would be for me to spin this up, and I don't know how much friction that has. Okay, well, I kind of got through there. It did hit the side and kind of knocked it out a little bit, but let me see if we can try again here. Ooh, I hit the side. If I could get it clean through there, then we can see if we can miss the vines. So I will continue to try. I'm maybe going to take off the hammer just to see. I don't know if that's the reason. I might have just not lined it up correctly, but we'll try it like this. Whoopsies. Let me go find that extra piece here. Okay, there we go. My apologies. I was trying to be a little too rough with it, I think. Okay, well, that time it still hit the side, but it did make it through there. I'm going to try it one more time, I think. And let me get this all set up here. Hey, look, and it's still spinning. That's pretty good. I mean, it was slowing down a little bit, but it worked. It's possible. And I also don't know if this is enough, if this was coming through here to really stop it. I'm not sure. And the balance of this, like, I don't know if one of those is going to like naturally kind of stop right in front of the opening or in front of the archway. So unless like we kind of made it be there, which I suppose we could do, I don't know if it's really gonna stop. It probably would just knock it over or something like that, but that would prevent it from continuing on the rest of the course. And so the idea with some of these things is yeah, you can combine them together. So maybe the first obstacle is coming through the vines, and I suppose you could come through the front way as well. Then going off the ramp and hitting the target to release one of the game ball pieces, which this one doesn't come with, and then hitting the royal roost thing to topple that and getting another one of the balls. So that would kind of be an example of play there. And that is pretty good. I've shown different examples of that, so I'm not going to dig out those other ones. I've decided, which they're not that far away or tucked away too much, but just for brevity's sake, that is okay. And then I'll show the extra pieces because we do get some, besides like your accessories, your game piece is over there, all that different stuff. You get an extra of the hilt, Technic pin, a slope, a tile, a barb, and a stud. So those are all your extra pieces. And this set is 81 pieces, one minifigure, and I paid $15 for it. So for the Speedorz, it's a little bit weird. I think the first one I looked at I paid like $13 or $12 for, and it was in a slightly different kind of package than the kind of bubble or blister package that this one was in, and many of the other ones. I've also looked at a 2-pack that I think was like $20 versus, you know, $15 for a single one. Some of the ones that were $15, like this one was, were over 100 pieces. So they kind of go all around. I think these are actually cheaper to get online in the secondary market, but I'm still finding them at a store that has just had them since 2015 2013, 2014 time, and they just have the same retail price. This isn't a thing that has like gone up substantially, these Speedorz, partly because I think their gimmicks and the game didn't like take off to like huge success. I think there are other Chima sets that have gone up in value or cost a lot more now than their retail price was, but I don't think these are one of them. So it's possible that people could be buying these sealed and or used for less than $10, less than $5. I'm not really sure about this one specifically. I just know that from my history looking at other Speedorz. I'm fine paying the price to support like a local store and stuff like that, and it is retired. I don't have to get it shipped to me, and I always point out like this is a good quality minifigure with lots of printing, lots of detail. This mold for this piece was probably new. The printing was new, and then the kind of wheel piece with the metal and the rubber, that was all had to be made for these, which is an expensive piece. It's not nothing to have that metal in there. So I've sort of made peace with the fact that I've paid $15 for a lot of these, and whether or not I feel like I have $15 worth of Lego here in front of me, probably not. There are probably sets I could get for $15 that are modern sets that I would like more than this, or I would get more Lego, but this is like 10 years old at this point. It was still sealed. It's a theme that's not around anymore, and so I kind of am comfortable with what I paid, and I'm happy with it. I like these Speedorz. I keep being kind of drawn to them when I see them and wanting to look at them because they're quick, they're fun, they're almost like a polybag size thing, but with a little bit more going on. But I just really, really enjoy them. So I've been kind of excited every time I get the opportunity to look at one of these on the channel. So at the very least, I like them, even if other people might not be as interested. So that's fine with me. Overall, this was very enjoyable, and I'm fine with the price I paid. So great. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Lego Legends of Chima, more Speedorz, and then tons of other Lego sets from all different themes, all different shape, size, price point, piece count, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Lego videos. And if you wanted to support this channel in a different way by giving money to the channel, financially supporting the channel, you could do that here on YouTube with membership, supers, and thanks. And I have the Patreon. It's in the video description on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. So maybe consider checking those things out. Every little bit helps. It is not needed. It is not necessary, but it is extremely helpful and extremely appreciated. So thank you very much. And with all of that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.